Okay, this is the instructional piece for investigation 1.2. This is part A. Okay, so you're going to do all of the parts, okay, but this is the first half, okay? So this is A, meaning that this is the instructional piece, and then you're going to have another video that's going to actually explain the answers, okay? So A in each event in investigation is the when I'm giving you the hints and I'm kind of explaining things, and then for when you are doing an investigation, B is going to be the answers with the explanation, okay, to make sure that you're getting it. Okay, so just a review, just to make sure. This is about mixing juice, and this should be a life experience we all have. Usually the students come after being at Wanakee, but you guys weren't able to do that last year. But try to put yourself in a situation where you were in a camp or a camper, and some of you may have this life experience already. But in the camp, the students or the campers are responsible for making the meals, cleaning the tables, putting everything out. They're all workers in the camp to make it run. Everybody has a responsibility. And in this case, Arvin and Mariah are making the juice, and they have 4 different recipes, and they're trying to figure out which is the most orangey, which is going to be the most sweet, which are the campers going to like the most. So they look at the recipes, and they tell you how much concentrate and how much cold water they need to put together to be in each mix. Okay, so the concentrate can even be like a frozen can, which is what it looks like in this picture, or it even could have been powder. But in this case, it is a frozen can of orange drink, and they are mixing it with water and making a nice drink for the campers. So I just want to go over the ratios. Remember that ratios can be part to part or part to whole. Okay, so if I look at mix A, and I have my key here on the side, green is concentrate, yellow is water. And so if I look at that ratio, I can say that there are 2 parts concentrate, and there's 3 parts cold water. Okay, so there's what we got. So if I was doing part to part, I would say that there was 2 concentrate, okay, to 3 waters. Okay, but if I'm doing part to whole, that means I'm saying how much concentrate is there in the whole total mixture, the whole batch of that. One batch is 2 cups of concentrate and 3 cups of water. So if I'm doing part to whole, I'm saying, well, there's 2 cups of concentrate, okay, to 5 total cups. Okay, because that's how many cups are going to be in total. So that's the total mix is going to have 5 cups. So there's the difference between part to part and part to whole. Okay, so just want to make sure that we are getting that. And here's the 5 over here, and the part of concentrate is again 2. Okay, so one is comparing the 2 separate parts, and one is comparing the concentrate to the 1 batch of the whole mix. Okay, you're gonna go on to the problems on the next page. You're gonna do all of them, A, B, C, and D. I have hints here for A, B, and C. A, I just want you to predict. Okay, I don't want you to stress out. Just predict which you think is the most orangey and explain it. Okay? Explain why you're making that prediction. In B, you need to give an answer, but you need to very carefully explain each one. And I would think about 2 things, okay? I would think about if I'm looking at the total concentration or how orangey it is, I would need to use either a fraction, okay, for concentrate, or a percent. So you want to look at making each mix into a fraction of the whole, concentrate to whole, or a percent. And, feel free to use calculators. But that's where you need to go. You need to make sure that you're expressing each mix as a fraction, so all of them are in a fraction, or all of them are in a decimal or percent. You have to have the same thing. So you want to use the same type of comparison to compare them. Okay, so you could have a part to whole ratio also. Okay, C is a little more complicated. Okay, so here's what they're saying. They're in the kitchen and they're saying, oh my gosh, we're going to give 1/2 of a cup to each camper, and we have 240 campers. So now I'm thinking, how many cups will I need altogether? I'm in the kitchen and I'm saying I got 240 campers. They're each getting 1/2 cup. Well, I know if they got a whole cup, I would have to make 240 cups. But they're not getting a whole cup. They're only getting 1/2. So see if you can figure out how many cups you're going to need altogether. And then you have to figure out, well, how many cups are in each batch? So I know in mix A, there's 5 cups of mix in one batch. So once I figure out how many cups I need altogether, I can figure out how many batches, and I could divide. Okay, I could divide. I know the mix has 5. Whatever amount of that cups I'm going to need altogether, I can divide and find out how many batches. Okay, and so you're going to go through these questions and see if you can figure out the answers. If you have problems, you need to raise your hand or get my attention on Hangouts, and we'll try to get a better explanation. But I'd really like for you to try to do A, B, and C for sure on your own, trying it out before you go to the next video, which actually gives the answers. Okay, so we're going to see how this goes, and keep me posted.